The following is a Dowling Catholic Sports presentation on Iowa Catholic Radio. Our coverage of Dowling Catholic Sports is underwritten by Ashworth Vision Clinic, Construction Professionals, Mercy One, the Catholic Tuition Organization, Fast Signs in Clive, Blessman International, Skeffington's Formal Wear, and Boson the Florist. Thank you for supporting Iowa Catholic Radio.
And a very pleasant good afternoon and welcome to Wells Fargo Arena, downtown Des Moines for the Girls State Basketball Tournament. Class 5A kicking things off. Dowling Catholic taking on Davenport North in this quarterfinal round game. The winner moves on to Thursday's semifinals. Alongside Mike Burkert, Mark Amadale. Coach Burkert, thanks for joining us. We had a little pregame festivities. We're a little late getting on the air, but they're still doing introduction to the teams. Mike, welcome, and welcome on to the east side of Wells Fargo, because you're used to being on the west side of where the coaches sit.
That's true. That's true. Thanks, Mark. And first of all, I want to congratulate you on your sportsmanship award that you got from the Girls Athletic Union here. Be very proud of that. You've done a great job for I don't know how many years.
Over 40 some, yeah.
There you go, 40 some. And you were just sharing with us earlier today when we were sitting up with talking with Bob and Sharon and John Wilkinson that you've done every single state tournament appearance that Dowling Catholic girls have had. So that's quite a feat.
Well, you know, this is number 46 for the Dowling program. That was started by Bob and Sharon getting here to state. And so I'm very proud of that. 26 times Dowling's made it to state. 40-some years I've done this thing called a microphone in front of you and talk a little bit about it. But it was, I was very overwhelmed when I got the news that they wanted to nominate me, and I appreciate that. The Dowling fans, I didn't hear anybody boo, but I know there were some that were thinking about it. But being the gentleman from Davenport North, found out later that it was Divine Burridge's uncle that I shared the award with.
Okay.
Because Davenport North had a representative, got to meet him, and Devon is his name, and you know, he said, I'll give you an inside tip. Divine has been hurt. She's had a high ankle sprain. She's going to play, but she's missed a lot of games this year. So not good news for Davenport North, although they found a way to get here.
Yeah, they're going to need her to play well. Davenport North really relies on two people, Divine Burridge and Journey Houston. They average around 40 points a game for them and take a majority of their shots. And they'll have the work cut out for them against a Dowling Catholic team that is very balanced with four people nearly in double figures.
All right, well, things got a little off to a late start, so we're going to go right to tip-off. So we appreciate Aiden Pugh, our studio producer. Aiden, we're just going to go right to the game as we're that far behind due to the pregame festivities. Dowling in their home white uniforms. And here's a tip controlled by Ellie Muller. And the Maroons have it first. They go left to right towards the north basket here at Wells Fargo Arena. Downtown Des Moines, girls Class 5A state tournament. Dowling in their home white uniforms, maroon numbers and trim. And Davenport North in the road royal blue uniforms. And all the way down, layup is up and no good after a steal by Davenport North. Journey Houston with the miss. Rebound comes out to Dowling, and we're underway. Class 5A. Here's Tritton with the ball right side. Davenport North in man-to-man defense for Dowling. Their five starters: Ellie Olson, Katie Moeller, Ava Zediker, Layla Tritton, and Ellie Moeller. For Davenport North, Divine Burridge, Helena Dreckmeyer, Journey Houston, Maya Arnold, and Dumia Clark. Dowling with the ball. 7 on the shot clock. Corner 3, no good by Ellie Moeller. Ball slapped around in the hands of Journey Houston. Journey headed to the University of Iowa next year to play basketball for Jan Jetson, who I was involved in a picture today with, very nicely. And her teammate Journey Houston headed to LSU to play basketball, a couple of Division I players. And Dowling knocked off this Davenport North team a few years ago here at the state tournament. There's a shot in the lane, blocked by Dowling, and a rebound out to Ellie Moeller. The other way we go with the Maroons with the basketball. A long three, and the bank is open for Katie Moeller. Good, right in front of us, Mike Burkert.
Yeah, she's been shooting the ball very well the last few games, and it's great for her to get off to a good start and get that confidence level up.
3-0 Dowling, 6:20 to go first quarter. Back comes Demia Clark for Davenport North. Her shot no good. Rebound Dowling. Maroons in transition. Layup good. Eva Zediker got the outlet pass on the left side and brought it home. Maroons up 5-0, Mike.
Dowling got the transition down, and Ava took it right to the basket. A nice crossover move there into the lane and got the layup.
All right, here's Maya Arnold with it, and she was dribbling, stolen away by Dowling. And taking it away was Ellie Olsen. The Maroons now in transition. They get it back to Katie Muller. Fakes the three. Now a step back three from the right side up and in and out, no good. Ball slapped around. Zedker comes away with it. Fall away jumper, left it short. Followed her shot, up short. And the ball tipped around. And don't say that playing in an arena with a abundance of ceiling makes a difference. It does with sight prevalence for some of these players, Mike.
Yeah, it's a different background that you're not used to. And it takes a while just to get adjusted to that.
And Ollie Miller down the lane, her shot up and no good, drew the foul. And I believe it's on Burridge. And on Devine, that is her first foul.
Yeah, I remember back when we played before down here, most of the warm-ups were just shooting. I think Bob and Sharon and John both, all of them, talked about just getting shots up to get used to that background versus, running drills or running offense or something like that.
First free throw by Ellie Muller up and good. Second one up and no good. This afternoon's game brought to you in part by Ashworth Vision Clinic, Blessman International, Bozen the Florist, and Construction Professionals. Mark Amadale, Mike Burkert here. We are courtside across from the scorer's table here at Wells Fargo Arena, downtown Des Moines, as we preempt regular programming to bring you coverage of the Girls State Basketball Tournament and featuring Dowling Catholic High School this week. The Maroons in Class 5A, and they start with the big schools when they start the tournament. They don't start small and work big. They go to the big schools. That's why we have the third game. Congratulations to the winners today. Johnson, the defending state champs, winning earlier 73-45. And Ankeny Centennial holding off Pleasant Valley 51-47. So Johnston and Ankeny Centennial play the first semifinal on Thursday morning at 10 o'clock here at Wells Fargo Arena. And now Dowling with the ball. And a whistle and an offensive foul called on the Maroons.
Yeah, she took it right to the basket. Layla Tritton drove it right to the basket. And girl stepped in front of her. Made a nice defensive play there.
So it'll be Davenport North basketball. The Wildcats ranked 7th, seeded 7th, come in with a record of 19-4. They finished in second place in the Mississippi Athletic Conference with royal blue and gold colors. They're in their royal blue uniforms with black trim and white numbers and letters. Dowling in their home white uniforms with maroon numbers and letters. Now a pull-up jumper by Burridge, no good from the left wing. Rebound Dowling. Colts shooting already. 6-0 Dowling. 4:20 remaining here in the first quarter from Wells Fargo Arena. Here's Zediker in the lane. Pull-up jumper up and off the rim, no good, and slapped out of bounds off Olsen. It'll be Davenport North basketball here, Mike. And shooting numbers not looking good for Davenport North.
No, they started off 0 for 5 with a turnover in their first 6 possessions. And Dowling is 1 for 7.
And Divine Burridge really showing that left ankle has an ankle brace on it, and she has been out almost a week or more. Missed 7 or 8 games, and that's a high ankle sprain, and that is hard to overcome. But Journey Houston gets the ball down the lane, a little running jumper, good. The first basket of the ball game for Davenport North at the 3:50 mark of the first quarter. And that cuts the Dowling lead to 6-2. Runs in the front court. Now Ellie Muller for 3, good. That's a first long shot 3 from the left wing. As Ellie, with her 4th point of the afternoon, that's the second 3 of the session for Dowling. The Maroons lead at 9-2. All right, North with the basketball. Elena Dreckmeyer in the corner. Gets it over to Houston. Journey with it. Now on the baseline it goes in the lane. A shot block. That was Maya Arnold, the 5'8 senior, having her shot blocked by Ellie Muller. And Dowling has the ball, and the other way we go. Maroons are really executing their offense here, Mike. They have like a 4-out, 1-in set. That time Muller, head fake, drive to the lane. Her shot no good. Timeout called by head coach Paul Rucker. We'll keep it here. Coach Rucker in his 6th year at Davenport North, 103 wins, 27 losses. Dowling leading 9-2 with 2:52 remaining here in the first quarter. Mark Amadale, Mike Burkert. Coach, interject a few things besides some numbers.
Okay. I think it's important for Dowling that they need to keep Davenport North from driving to the basket. they have the scouting reports indicate they like to take the ball to the hoop. And for two things, it's an easier shot, number one. Number two, there's that opportunity to draw fouls, and Dowling really doesn't want to get in foul trouble. Dowling needs to get their transition game going. They've run that a couple times. They've gotten some nice, easy layups on that. Davenport just needs to shoot a little bit better.
Dowling offensively, they've been able to have their way going to the hole, going to the basket, I should say, or settling for an outside shot. And we've seen the perimeter. We've seen, several shots from the perimeter, left corner, left wing threes, and a right wing three. So Dowling's gotten their shots where they want it, and the girls know where their spots are.
Yeah, they do. You can tell that they go to spots and look for the ball. They just need to be patient. I think that if they work the basketball, they're going to get some good open shots.
All right, here is Journey Houston with the basketball. Dribbles in the lane. Her shot blocked in the lane by Ellie Muller and rebounded by Houston with getting a brand new – they shouldn't get a brand new shot clock, and now the officials have figured that out. And our crew here will – sometimes there is a button on those – that when they reset the shot clock, you look down and that tells you where it was when they reset it. So I think that's what they have access to here.
If you say so, Mark.
I just found that out with some of the folks that work the board over there. You spend a lot of time over there on the coach's side. You learn stuff that you don't hear on the media side. They did say you better get back to your seat, so I don't know what that means, but I'm here. All right, they got it worked out, and it is 17 on the shot clock. And here's Clark with it for Davenport North. They reverse it on the perimeter to Arnold. Now to Burridge. Gets it to Houston. Journey with it. Swings it over to Dreckmeyer for three. It's no good. Offensive rebound, Burridge. Put back up and good. Divine Burridge with her first basket comes in averaging 18.5 points. And her teammate, Journey Houston, averages over 20 points for Davenport North. And it's 9-4 Dowling. 2 minutes to play. First quarter out of that last timeout. Macy Harnden checking into the Dowling lineup, number 33. Gets it out to Zedeker. Now here's Zedeker dribbling to the free throw line. Swings it right side to Ellie Muller. Now over to Zedeker. Three-pointer right wing, up, no good off the back iron. Ball slapped around into the hands of Journey Houston and Davenport North.
Dowling was patient that time. Had a nice open shot, but just couldn't knock it down.
Now we got an offensive foul, an illegal screen by Divine Burridge on Davenport North, and that'll be her second foul. And that'll get off the bench Sierra McMath. A 5'11 junior will take the place of Divine Burridge, who is really struggling with that left ankle. She's playing through some pain there and will have a seat on the bench. Dowling has Layla Tritton out of the ball game as Macy Harnden took her spot. Now here's Tritton back in the ball game. Three-pointer right wing, no good. As Katie Muller now on the bench for Dowling. Rebound out to Davenport North. Dowling comes winning 7 in a row and 15 of their last 16 games. And Davenport North has won their last 10 in a row and 4 of their last 5, 14 to 15 games, and now a shot up and good by Davenport North. That being Demia Clark with the basket. 9-7 is our score. Dowling by 2. That was a three-pointer by Clark. There's a shot by Dowling. It's no good on the offensive end. Rebound North. Dreckmeyer with it. Dribbles baseline. Now gives it back out. Here's Houston. Cut off in the corner. The pass over to Clark. It's stolen away by Zedeker in a backcourt foul. Or ball knocked out of bounds, rather, on the far sideline by Davenport North. So quite a flurry there, Mike, and all of a sudden it's a 2-point game with 27 seconds to go in the quarter.
Yeah, if you're just kind of watching the game, it surprised me a little bit because I wasn't watching the score. You said 9-7. It looks like Dowling had been more in control of the game than that.
So for Dowling, it's Tritton, Zedeker, Harnden, the 3 guards, along with Ellie Olson and Ellie Muller. And underneath Muller, they work it to perfection as she shoots and scores right over McMath, who just checked in. Ellie Muller with her 6th point of the quarter. And now underneath, a shot up and no good, and that's how the first quarter will end with the missed shot by Davenport North. Our score, Dowling 11, and Davenport North 7 alongside Mike Burkert. I'm Mark Amadale. Courtside, we'll be back with the second quarter here at the Girls State Class 5A basketball tournament downtown Des Moines at Wells Fargo Arena after these messages.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Ashworth Vision Clinic. Complete eye exams, contact lenses, glasses, glaucoma testing, and urgent eye issues. 515-440-4610. AshworthVision.com.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio comes from the Catholic Tuition Organization. Reduce or eliminate your Iowa income tax and instead give to the Catholic Tuition Organization and receive 75% Iowa tax credits. These tax credits are going fast, so reserve yours today and learn more about the Catholic Tuition Organization at ctoiowa.org. ctoiowa.org. The bottom line, it's for the kids and their futures.
Catholic Tuition Organization, a great investment in our kids.
Lumen Media of the Diocese of Sioux City Office of Communications offers diocesan news in one place at lumenmedia.org. Follow the latest edition of Lumen Notes by email or text to read Bishop Nicholas's column on Lent, an article on all things Lent, a Danbury teacher's book on prayer, how to nominate teachers for awards, and the June quest trip for young men in the diocese. Read these stories and see our multimedia content in the next Lumen Notes e-newsletter.
And welcome back to Wells Fargo Arena, downtown Des Moines, as we interrupt regular scheduled programming here along the Iowa Catholic Radio Network. Call to Communion, which would normally be playing now, as we interrupt for the Girls State Basketball Tournament on some of these Iowa Catholic Radio Network stations. Mark Amadale alongside Mike Burkert, and our score is Dowling 11 and Davenport North 7. We start the second quarter with Davenport North with the basketball. Dribble handoff goes to Clark. She's on the right side, three-point line extended, looking for a cutter. Now gets it on the baseline to McMath. Her shot up, no good. Good defense that time by Tritton. And the rebound out to Dowling. And the Maroons leading, and they get in transition. Here's Tritton all the way down, layup up and good. They didn't rotate over, did Davenport North, Mike, to pick her up. And Tritton with her first 2 points.
Yep, that was another situation where they got the defensive rebound, and it was two passes, and Layla had a layup.
Dowling 13 and Davenport North 7. Maroons' largest lead was at 7 points at the end, in the first quarter. And now here's a missed shot by the Wildcats of Davenport North. Dowling the other way and in the front court. Here's Zediker coming off a ball screen. Underneath, layup good. Ava Zediker shoots and scores. That is her fourth point of the afternoon, and Dowling's lead extends it to 8, 15-7 over the Wildcats. Davenport North in the front court. And it looks like the Maroons have got their starting five back in. Ellie Olson, Katie Muller, along with Ava Zediker, Layla Tritton, and Ellie Muller. Now underneath, that was McMath.
That was a nice block by Ellie Muller. Two hands, and
McMath trying to take it to the hole. was that Ellie again?
Yeah, it was.
I think I got her for 3 blocks, but I'm not keeping track. The guys over there are. Here's Houston underneath. Tries to pass inside to McMath, and it's thrown away. So a turnover against.
I think you're right, because they just gave us the first quarter stats. She had 2 the first quarter, so that would have been her third one.
Okay. So I didn't lose too much of that grasp of keeping it in my head with Muller.
You've got a great grasp of reality right now.
Yeah. Lack of it sometimes, Mike. I get that at home. Here's a lob pass underneath the Zediker. Layup up and good. Great job that time by the Maroons. Well executed. And who was the quarterback in that, Mike, that lobbed it up? I thought so.
You're going to ask me that.
I think it was Olson.
It's one of those good news, bad news sitting courtside. Is that the good news is you're sitting courtside. The bad news is sometimes the referee is right in your way.
Maya Arnold a long three, no good. Zediker with the basketball all the way down, and she draws the foul. They'll get to Mia Clark with the foul. And that'll be her first. Maroons up 10, 17-7 here in the second quarter from Wells Fargo Arena, downtown Des Moines. Not a bad crowd for the Class 5As. And the free throw up and no good by Zediker. She has 6 points this afternoon. And this afternoon's game on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network, brought to you in part by Skeffington's Formal Wear, Mercy One, Fast Signs in Clive, and the Catholic Tuition Organization. 30-second timeout called by head coach Paul Rucker of Davenport North, and we'll keep it here with about 5:46 remaining here in the second quarter. Mark Amadale, Mike Burkert. Mike, go ahead and read those first quarter stats.
Yeah, neither team shot very well the first quarter. Dowling overall was 3 out of 12, 25%, while Davenport North was actually shot a little bit better, 4 out of 13 for 30%. Difference was that Dowling Catholic hit 2 3-pointers, whereas Davenport North just hit 1. That was your 9-7 difference. But Dowling's come out this quarter and scored on their first 3 possessions and put a 6-0 run on them.
The winner of this game will face the winner of the next game between Joaquin Northwest and Cedar Rapids Prairie. Second free throw good by Zediker, who has 7 points in the contest. Northwest is a 3rd seed. Cedar Rapids Prairie, a 6th seed. And earlier today it was Johnston and Ankeny Centennial winners, so 2 CIML teams in the semifinals on Thursday. And now Houston down the lane, pass over in the corner to Clark, is stolen away by Katie Moeller, and Dowling the other way, leading by 11, their largest lead of the afternoon. Here's Zediker with it, hands it off to Tritton, now to Moeller. Ellie in the corner to her sister Katie, right wing, right in front of us. Dowling offense goes left to right towards the north basket here at Wells Fargo Arena. There's Zediker with it, 10 on the shot clock, stops in the lane, pull-up jumper up and good. Got the good roll that time. Ava's had a few of them roll off that rim, and she shoots and scores her 9th point.
Yeah, Dowling scored now in their first 5 possessions of the second quarter. 9 straight points, 9-0 run.
All right, here is Journey Houston on the baseline. Leaves it for Burridge. Her shot is blocked once again. Ellie Muller, that'd be her 4th. Dowling in transition. Ellie Olson with it. Her shot up and no good. Offensive rebound Tritton, but a foul before all that. A foul called on Elena Dreckmeyer. That'll be her first for Davenport North, and free throws coming for Ellie Olson.
Yeah, again, the block shot turned into a 2-on-1 fast break, and Ellie Olson took it right to the basket and got fouled.
Olson, a 61% free throw shooter on the year. First free throw, no good. And this afternoon's game here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network, brought to you in part by Construction Professionals, Ashworth Vision Clinic, Blessman International, and Bozen the Florist. Thanks to Aiden Pugh, our studio producer. Second free throw, no good by Ole. And the rebound out to Davenport North. Dreckmeyer dribbles in the front court. 5'6" freshman. This Davenport North team has 6 seniors, 3 juniors, 2 softs, and 4 freshmen in their lineup. Now Burridge, who's back in playing on that high ankle sprain on the left side, puts in the lane. Her shot up and blocked again by Muller. Rebound Dowling. The other way we go. Katie Muller with it in transition off the pass from Zediker. Now back to Zediker. Ava down the lane. In the corner goes to Katie Muller for 3. It's up and no good off the rim. Rebound Journey Houston and the Wildcats of Davenport North.
This is a critical possession for North. They need to get a score.
And now a 3-pointer, no good by Maya Arnold. 5'8" senior missing. Rebound Dowling. Olson with it. Moving in the front court to Zediker. 3 minutes and 35 seconds remaining in the first half, and Dowling leading 20-7. Runs with a 13-point lead, their largest of the afternoon. 15 on the shot clock. Here's Katie Muller with it. Fakes the 3, and now Burridge will guard her. At the free throw line, Katie picks up her dribble. Now to Zediker with 5 on the shot clock. Ava in the lane, spins, puts up a shot. It's up and off the glass, no good. And a rebound, Divine Burridge and the Wildcats of Davenport North. Maroons worked their way for a shot, and I don't know if they got the one they wanted, Mike.
Yeah, I don't think they did, but that was good defense that time by Davenport North.
And North makes them pay. A 3-pointer by Elena Dreckmeyer is good. And that is the first field goal of the second quarter for Davenport North, 20-10. That's the first basket for Davenport North. And it comes at the 2:45 mark of the second. So it took them over 4 minutes to score their first points in the first quarter. And now here in the second quarter, underneath, here's Zediker's shot. Rolls off the rim, no good. Rebound Burridge, outlet pass down court to Journey Houston, pull-up jumper good, and that's the first time this afternoon that Davenport North has back-to-back baskets, and Journey Houston with 4 points.
And that was a nice move offensively there.
Well, here's Dowling with the ball, and a pull-up jumper good by Katie Moeller. Katie with her 5th point this afternoon, 22-12, Dowling by 10.
Yeah, she might have got away with a little push off there, but they didn't call it, so it's good.
That is correct. Now underneath, the pass from Burridge is slapped in the air and intercepted by Dowling, and a timeout. Dowling. The Maroons want to talk it over with 1:51 to go here in the second quarter. It's Dowling 22 and Davenport North 12. We will take a 1-minute break along the Iowa Catholic Radio Network alongside Mike Burkert. I'm Mark Amadale. Back to Wells Fargo Arena at the Girls State Basketball Tournament in 1 minute along the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Support for programming is provided by Construction Professionals, serving customers through a proven process, creating unique design, functionality, and artistic beauty. Construction Professionals is a Catholic family business built on a strong foundation. cpcustomhomes.com.
Support for programming funded by Blessman International. We bring the good news of the gospel to South African children and their families through faith formation and locally sustainable programs. As the Fellowship of Christian Athletes location for all South Africa, our Sports for Christ complex provides student access to friendly competition where discipline and dedication are developed. Learn how you can support programs like Sports for Christ or experience the hands-on engagement of a mission trip at blessmaninternational.org.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Skeffington's Formalware, in business since 1951, with locations in Des Moines, West Des Moines, Coralville, and Ankeny. Skeffington's Formalware, fitting you for life celebrations. Online at skeffingtons.com.
And we're back here at Wells Fargo Arena, downtown Des Moines, the girls' Class 5A state tournament. Mark Emmett-Hill, Mike Burkert, as we preempt regular scheduled programming here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network. And Dowling with the ball out of the timeout. And on the baseline, Layla Trenton makes a nice move and scores. The Maroons lead back to 12, 24-12 with the 1:30 remaining here in the half, Mike.
Yeah, that was a nice baseline drive by Layla. Came off, it looked like a set play they came out of the timeout with.
Now here's Journey Houston with the basketball for Davenport North, and she draws a foul, and I think they're going to get Trenton for it. I see somebody made it through security, Mike. I'm impressed. We're going to have our halftime guest made his way down here.
He did make it down.
He made it through security.
But will he remember to get the popcorn and the water
beverage
for Sharon?
For his lovely wife. Now the secret's out. Bob Hansen, of the infamous duo Dowling girls basketball, Bob and Sharon Hansen. Bob will join us at halftime, so stay tuned for that interview. Retired now here at the state tournament. Dowling's 26th appearance, and they were a part of a lot of those appearances down here. Zedeker's underneath and draws the foul. Let's see if they give that to Houston. And they are. So Journey Houston with her first foul with 54 seconds remaining here in the first half here at Wells Fargo Arena in downtown Des Moines. We could give him something to listen to. I don't know if he wants to listen to us or not, Mike, but
yeah, he might even want to talk. Who knows?
Well, he could comment, Coach Hansen, we got a break here with free throws being shot by Dowling. Welcome.
I've only got so much brain power left. I got to save a little bit.
Well, I know for halftime and then the golf course later, I'm sure, whenever that starts. A free throw no good by Zedeker. 24-12 Maroons. Now Houston underneath. An off-balance shot, no good. Bodies hit the floor. A rebound Dowling. Here's Katie Moeller out to Zedeker. In the corner goes to Macy Harnden. They skip it over to Katie Moeller for three. Top of the key. Good! Katie Moeller. That's one of my questions. What does Katie Moeller remind Bob of? One of the shooters that he had back in the day. You can think about that one for a while. 27-12 Maroons by 15 seconds remaining in the half. Here's Dreckmeyer with it, a long three, good. Dreckmeyer with her second three of the quarter. 27-15, Dowling by 12. And now Zedeker for three, it's no good. Tipped by Katie Moeller, no good. And we go to halftime with Dowling leading 27-15 over Davenport North in this first round quarterfinal game of the Class 5A state basketball tournament. You going to stick around for halftime, or you just here to make sure Burkert and I have the scoring and the stats right?
Well, I've got my water, so I think I can head off now.
Well, you have to get popcorn and a beverage for the beautiful bride of yours.
That's true.
All right, we're going to come back and talk more with Bob Hansen, the Dowling girls basketball coach for many years. I forgot how many years, because it was a start, an interruption, and then a restart, Mike. So we got to get that all totaled up, and we will. Halftime here at Wells Fargo Arena, and Dowling girls leading Davenport North 27-15 here at the Girls State Basketball Tournament. Back with our halftime guest, Bob Hansen, when we return along the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Life's buzzing with energy, and every moment is powered by our health. At Mercy One, their caring doctors focus on just that, so you're ready for what life brings next. Find care at mercyone.org/healthpowerslife.
Fast Signs is a custom sign and visual solutions company with an extensive selection of digital signage, interior and exterior signs, banners, and vehicle wraps. Learn more at fastsigns.com. Thank you, Fast Signs in Clive, for your support of Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Bozen the Florist. Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, weddings, whatever the message, say more with Bozen. Bozen.com, 515-244-ROSE. Bozen makes the moment mean more.
Now that the on-air portion of the spring fundraiser has ended, we want to thank you for your tremendous response to our appeal. Your support means Iowa Catholic Radio will continue to connect listeners to Christ as we seek to reclaim the culture. We're still short of our goal, and matching dollars are still available. Donate now at iowacatholicradio.com. And again, thank you for supporting Iowa Catholic Radio.
All right, welcome back to Wells Fargo Arena here in downtown Des Moines. Halftime of the girls' Class 5A quarterfinal round game number 3 today here at Wells Fargo. Dowling Catholic leading Davenport North by the score of 27-15, and we're now joined by our halftime guest, the former head coach of the Dowling girls basketball program. Matter of fact, led Dowling to their first state appearance, and here they are, 26 overall. And that is the one and only Bob Hansen. And Bob, thanks for joining us. Glad you got through security. And it's good to catch up with you.
Yeah, it was hard getting through there. I had to turn my badge over because it was one from last year, so they didn't catch that yet.
2023-24.
Oh, no. 24, yeah.
We appreciate you making your way through security. I know somebody had to let you in, but Mike Burker and I were talking. It's like, we got to have good questions for Coach Hansen. And I already asked you one before the quarter ended. That Katie Muller is probably going to be one of the better shooters when she finished. And she's just a sophomore. Who does she remind you of in the program that you had?
Well, we started out with just 2-pointers, so I don't remember the year it switched over with 3-pointers. So we didn't have it right away too long, and so it was. Most teams didn't use it that much. As you watch TV everywhere, it's pretty much either shoot a 3 or go in and try and shoot a layup. So, but I would say, going back to your question, is Sonny Giudice, who hit the big shot against Cedar Falls to win the state championship in whatever year that was. But she was a great outside shooter. Her father used to always claim he was the coach of her, so I still give him credit for that.
Ron Giudice was nothing but a baseball guy, and he could play a little linebacker in football. I know I was in class with him, but he knew nothing about basketball.
Well, at summertime camps when we had, he'd come in and slide his feet around and act like he was a pretty quick little athlete, so probably a better baseball player.
Correct, Ed, he was. We visit with Bob Hansen here at halftime, here at the Dowling and Davenport North State Tournament game, and Coach, good to see you. How are you and Sharon doing? You're hanging around Central Iowa this winter, or did you get down south?
We went to Florida for February 2nd through the 15th for 2. We flew down there, and 82, 83 every day, and people down there wonder why you go back to. We got back here, and all of a sudden it went down to 2 below every day. So
wasn't that fun?
82 degrees to jump, so we've been surviving that right now.
I get it.
Yeah, I had a question for you, Bob.
Oh, by the way, Mike coached with Bob and Sharon Hansen, so our listeners out there may not know that. This is the part of the coaching staff right here. But go ahead, Mike. I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yeah, no. In my research, could be right, could be wrong, I had you coached in 9 state finals, and you won 6 of those. Which was the most memorable championship that you can recall?
I think it was those officials on those other 3 games that we didn't win that are the most memorable to Sharon anyway. But probably 2. The one where Clemish played when she was struggling coming into tournaments, and I remember the year that we won it, but she came out and had a tremendous night that night, and was so excited. And it was a game we weren't expecting. And the other one was the game with Sonny hitting that against Cedar Falls. We played them, I don't remember how many times in there, but they were always close battles, and those are probably it. But the first one we won when we were at East with a 6-on-6 with Bauman, who went on to play at Drake and had many NCAA records, and Cramey and Forrest. Probably one of the best 6-on-6 offensive teams that the state has seen. Your first one's always, you remember the most, and then all of a sudden you get over and we come to Dowling and they take 6-on-6 and take one of your players away, and all of a sudden we got to play with 5 players, and then there's no line in the middle, and there's none of this 3 seconds where you can hold the ball and they can't touch it. So we had a lot of problems there to start with. So all of a sudden you're learning a whole new game, and I think it's better for us. There's still a lot that like the 6-on-6 game, but it was fast moving, and a total different game.
One of them is sitting right below you, my wife, who played it was back before you, Jerry Deegan and Dr. Cadero. She was part of that group, and they were playing 6-on-6 with the knee pads and all that. But Bob, when you came over to Dowling from Des Moines East, changing the culture of girls basketball, you did that, and look, 26 times the baton has been passed from you to John Wilkinson, back to you and Sharon, and now to Kristen Meyer. You have really started a program as something special at Dowling. I think our listeners need to understand that.
When we were playing at Betts Auditorium, and they used to have a big donut coffee room up there where you could go at the west end. It would hold hundreds of coaches, so you'd go in there, and all of a sudden in the door comes John Hayes and John Keenan over to me, and they said, would you be interested in coming over and coaching at Dowling? And so that's how we started that night. But I went to a lot of games, Iowa State games, with John Keene. He was the assistant AD. He was the first girls coach who started the program at Dowling. And he says, if you ever get it started here, it'll go on forever. It's just a matter of trying to get it started, and it's true. Now you've got, is it 25 now? Or
26.
So, 26.
Yep.
So it's been quite a group out there. There's so many players, and the school's just a great school to go to teach at, and I just love my time there, and I'm sure the kids that have gone through there love their time as an academic school, and you just get taught a lot of lessons about discipline, and you get a great education, and it's very competitive, the league you play in here. And I know when we had a meeting here probably 10 years ago, they brought us in and over in the Hy-Vee Hall. And Tony Pappas, who's from West Waterloo, a great coach up there, and he was saying, it's just getting tougher and tougher. The suburb schools in these bigger cities are just starting to dominate, especially in the big areas, and it's true. It's that they're just starting to take over. But the game has really improved, and it's enjoyable. But you can see right now the Central Iowa, it's been in the last few years, has just dominated the game. And hopefully those outside teams, Iowa City's got teams coming in, and they're getting better over there, and Cedar Rapids has always had pretty good teams coming out. But it's a lot of growth in these cities, so you got a lot of, I'd say, influence of money and so on, where you can afford to send your kids to camps and to get on teams and do all the sports clubs and that. Where when I was at East, the inner city, you couldn't afford to do those types of things, and so you just had to be good athletes and work at it hard and get there. And so it's changed over the 50 years or 60, whatever it's been I've seen in the game, and I still remember the old good ones at Vets Auditorium, where the 6-on-6, you'd go down to see the Carol Ruglands, the Bud McLarens, and the legends of the game back then that made it great. And you'd pack in 15,000 Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. And now it's you're seeing just a lot of good basketball. These teams that are in the top here can really play the game.
Certainly can. We're visiting with Bob Hansen, the former Dowling girls basketball coach. He and his wife Sharon coached many teams, and they're a part of what Mike was doing some math. There's 26 times Dowling's been to state. John Wilkinson and Kristen Meyer took him to state. But you stopped and started, Bob. You started, retired, and then got back in it. What was your motivation for coming back for that last run?
I remember that too. I was over in Indiana, I think it was Evansville, or down. We were in the Missouri Valley Golf Tournament with the men's team, and I got a call from your AD, the guy now that's down in Arizona. Do you remember his name?
Ketchum.
Ketchum, yeah.
Mike Ketchum, yeah.
He called and said, do you want to come back to Des Moines and interview for the Dowling job? And Sharon had been at Creighton being the women's AD. She loved Creighton, loved the AD, but she missed coaching. She missed being around the kids, and her and fundraising and talking about money and all this drove her crazy. So she says, we got to go back. And he said, you've got till tomorrow morning. And I was there to let me know whether or not you're going to come back or not. So Sharon twisted my arm all night long on the phone, and we decided to come back, and it was a great run there.
And you had a run of yourself over at one of the suburbs of Omaha. We keep forgetting that, Mike. That was part of his coaching legend, right?
Yes, I was over 1 year at Millard South.
Millard, that was right.
Yeah, it was a very fine school over there. They had great basketball over there, too. We played them in the Lincoln schools in Lincoln. And so we played, a lot of. But it was, we didn't have the players when I came in there, so all of a sudden, you think you can coach, and then you go, maybe coaching has something to do with how many players you got on the floor.
Yeah, it does. Well, Bob, we appreciate you stopping by. I know we're going to get started with the second half, but thanks for all you've done for Dowling. This program, these girls down here, you started it all way back in the 80s. You know that, don't you?
Well, it's been fun, and Mike here, who's been at my side the whole way through, has just been an integral part of that, and John Wilkinson, too.
Absolutely.
And Rich Gradeville, so thanks to all those.
Now, Mike, what does he have to do before he goes back to his seat up there in section 106?
He's supposed to get popcorn, as much as he can carry, and something to drink, preferably water.
Yeah, that's what she said.
For Mrs. Hansen.
Yeah, I got it. Thank you.
Bob, thank you very much for stopping by. Bob Hansen, former Dowling girls basketball coach, joined us here at halftime. We'll return after this 1 minute break for the start of the second half. Dowling girls leading at halftime, 27-15 over Davenport North, along the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Video is provided by Ashworth Vision Clinic. Complete eye exams, contact lenses, glasses, glaucoma testing, and urgent eye issues. 515-440-4610. AshworthVision.com.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio comes from the Catholic Tuition Organization. Reduce or eliminate your Iowa income tax and instead give to the Catholic Tuition Organization and receive 75% Iowa tax credits. These tax credits are going fast, so reserve yours today and learn more about the Catholic Tuition Organization at ctoiowa.org. ctoiowa.org. The bottom line, it's for the kids and their futures.
Catholic Tuition Organization, a great investment in our kids.
Support for programming is provided by Construction Professionals, serving customers through a proven process, creating unique design, functionality, and artistic beauty. Construction Professionals is a Catholic family business built on a strong foundation. cpcustomhomes.com.
All right, we're back here at Wells Fargo Arena, downtown Des Moines, underway here in the second half. Dowling had the ball first and didn't capitalize on their offensive end, and down comes Davenport North and a basket by Journey Houston with her 6-point. And now the Maroons playing defense again, as here is a long three, no good by Davenport North, and missed by Divine Burridge. And now Dowling the other way, and a whistle and a foul called as the Maroons now getting kind of careless here, Mike Burkert, as Maroons lead at 27-17, but things have not been off to the best start for Dowling to start the second half.
No, first 3 possessions, they have 3 consecutive turnovers, and they've not been good ones either. Just been
Maya
kind
Arnold,
of careless.
Yeah, Maya Arnold, who did not score in the first half for Davenport North at the free throw line. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, no, I think they were just some careless passes, and I think Coach Myers pulled Layla Tritton over and had a little discussion with him about that.
Both free throws no good by Arnold, as Dowling went 2 of 8 in the first half at the free throw line, and Davenport North did not attempt one. And now here's a breakaway, another turnover by the Maroons, and a layup up and good by Davenport North, as the basket by Demia Clark, and that is her 5th point. All of a sudden, it's 27-19. Dowling's lead has shrunk to 8 after leading by as many as 13. Here's Moeller with it, Katie with it on the corner. Left wing, now gets to Zediker. Davenport North staying in man defense. They've been at most of the game. Zediker for 3 from the top of the key. It's no good. Rebound Burridge. And Davenport North. Devine takes it down. Here's Journey Houston with it. Now out to Dreckmeyer. Back to Burridge for 3. Good. Top of the key. And all of a sudden, a little run here by Davenport North. Burridge with her 5th point of the afternoon. 27-22. The Dowling lead is 5.
Yeah, where Dowling started the second quarter on a 9-0 run. Davenport North came out with a 7-0 run to start the third quarter.
Harnden in the lineup for the Maroons as Ellie Olson is on the bench. Here's Ellie Moeller, now to Harnden. Macy with it, leaves it for Katie Moeller. Katie looking for a seam down the lane, underneath to her sister. Fadeaway jumper, good in the lane, right over Burridge. Ellie Moeller, with her 8th point.
Yeah, that time they were very patient and got themselves inside, which they still have they have the height advantage, and they took advantage of it that time.
29-22, Dowling by 7, and a whistle and a foul on Dowling.
Ava Zediker.
Zediker with her first foul. We get through the first half stats yet, as much as you can?
Yeah.
All right.
The main thing why Dowling opened up the lead is that for the first half, they were 11 of 25, which is 44%, and Davenport North was 6 out of 23 for 26%. And that's how they opened up their lead. Now, the third quarter, it's been a little bit different where they've come out hot, and Dowling has struggled to take care of the basketball. The other stat that jumps out is that Dowling had 6 block shots in the first half.
A long 3 up and no good by the Wildcats of Davenport North. Dowling with the rebound. The Maroons in the front court. Here's Katie Moeller, who's guarded by Devine Burridge. Out to Harnden. Macy goes to the right side. Leaves it for Tritton, and she travels with the basketball. Didn't establish a pivot foot before the dribble. Turnover against the Maroons.
Yeah, that's their fourth turnover in 7 possessions in the second half here. They've only got the 1 basket by Ellie Moeller. They only have 2 points in the first 7 possessions.
All right. Here is Davenport North with the basketball on their offensive end. This is Burridge. She'll launch the 3, left wing, no good. Rebound Dowling and Ellie Moeller. Outlet pass to her sister Katie. Maroons trying to balance the floor. Now Tritton in transition for 3. Good! Timeout Dowling. And Layla Tritton with her 7th point this afternoon. Our lead is 10. 32-22. Dowling over Sioux City North. 4 minutes, 10 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. And we've got a full timeout. We'll take it with them here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Support for programming funded by Blessman International. We bring the good news of the gospel to South African children and their families through faith formation and locally sustainable programs. As the Fellowship of Christian Athletes location for all South Africa, our Sports for Christ complex provides student access to friendly competition where discipline and dedication are developed. Learn how you can support programs like Sports for Christ or experience the hands-on engagement of a mission trip at blessmaninternational.org.
Health powers life. From the delightfully routine to the truly uncharted, at Mercy One, their caring doctors focus on just that, so you're ready for what life brings next. Find care at mercyone.org/healthpowerslife.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Skeffington's Formal Wear, in business since 1951, with locations in Des Moines, West Des Moines, Coralville, and Ankeny. Skeffington's Formal Wear, fitting you for life celebrations. Online at skeffingtons.com.
And we're back here at Wells Fargo Arena, downtown Des Moines. Here in the third quarter, 4 minutes to play, and Dowling girls leading 32-22 over Davenport North, who is the 7th seed in this tournament. Dowling the 2 seed. And underneath, a layup no good by Elena Dreckmeyer for North on their first possession out of the timeout. Rebound Dowling. Here's Harnden with it over to Tritton. Right corner 3. It's no good. Offensive rebound Zedeker, and the putback up and good by Ava Zedeker. And the Maroons doing some work on the offensive boards there, Mike Burkert.
Yeah, that was a big offensive rebound there by Ava Zedeker.
Zedeker with 11 points, and now a steal by Dowling. Zedeker with the steal, all the way down, coast to coast, layup good. Nobody got back. Dreckmeyer and Houston were the last two, and Ava with back-to-back buckets. She has 13 points and a timeout called by Davenport North. And we'll see if this is a 30 or a full. And it'll be a full timeout. And we'll keep it here with 3 minutes and 18 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Dowling's lead now up to 14, 36-22 over Davenport North, alongside Mike Burkert, Mark Hamadil, and Mike. The Maroons got out a little slow here in the third quarter. That's all well and good due to Davenport North. The Maroons have kind of found their groove here a little bit and moving the ball around and canceling out those turnovers that happened early.
Yeah, the last 3 possessions for Dowling, Layla Tritton hit the 3. The next possession down, she missed the 3, but Ava Zedeker got the rebound, put it back in, and then off of a defensive rebound, they got the fast breakout, and Ava got the layup. So as long as Dowling gets that transition going, again, we've talked about it all year, they're difficult to stop. And kind of a couple of things, too, we talked about. Points in the paint. Dowling has 6 in the through the halftime, I guess, had 16-4 over Davenport North inside in the paint. And points off turnover, Dowling had 9-0. So again, we talked about those live ball turnovers versus the dead ball, and Dowling used those live ball to transition and score.
Maroons only had 2 turnovers in the first half, 6 for Davenport North, and that changed early in that third quarter when we started racking up turnovers. Here's Houston for Davenport North. Journey Houston headed to the University of Iowa next year to play for Jan Jensen and the Iowa Hawkeyes. Over to Elena Dreckmeyer, 10 on the shot clock. Houston cross-court pass to Arnold for 3. It's no good. Rebound Dowling and Ellie Muller. The other way we go. Outlet pass to Olsen. Ellie looking for a cutter. Gets it out to Zedeker, top of the key, who's guarded by Clark. Now coming off a ball screen. And a backdoor cut by Olsen. It's stolen away by Dreckmeyer and Davenport North. Another turnover for Dowling here in this third quarter, which has not been good on the turnover end. There's Burridge with it. Down the lane she goes. Shot off the glass short. Good defense that time by Olsen. Rebound Dowling and Zedeker. Ava, coast to coast, is cut off finally. Gets it over in the corner to Harnden. On the baseline to Tritton with 2:15 to go in the quarter. Maroons lead it by 14. Muller top of the key. This is Ellie Muller. And she has Maya Arnold guarding her, 5'8" versus 6'3". 6'2", excuse me. Now Ellie will launch the 3 left wing, and it's good. Boy, is that a mismatch. 6'2" over 5'8", and Ellie Muller hits the 3 left wing, Mike.
Yeah, there's not much you can defend that. She just went straight up. It was late in the shot clock, and they needed to get a shot up, and they got the ball to her, and she was on the three-point line and nailed it.
11 points for Ellie Muller, and now Burridge off the glass. Her shot no good. Rebound Ellie Muller and Dowling. Scoring-wise, Ava Zedeker leads the way with 13 points for the Maroons. 11 points for Ellie Muller.
Another 3 by Ellie Muller.
And then Ellie Muller, another 3. That's her 3rd of the afternoon. She has 14 points.
And Davenport West has gone 7 consecutive possessions without scoring.
Tritton with 7 points. Muller, Katie Muller with 8 points. And now here's a steal underneath Olsen. And her shot up, no good. Rebound Zedeker. Back to Olsen. Out to Tritton. She'll launch the 3. It's up and no good. And the rebound, Journey Houston. For Davenport North, their leading scorer is Journey Houston with 10 points. There's a shot up and no good by Houston. 5 points for Burridge. Druckmeyer with 6 points. Demia Clark with 5 points, and Maya Arnold yet to score for Davenport North. Now Trenton for 3 in the corner. It's no good. Lid on the basket for both teams. Offensive rebound, Dowling and Ellie Olson. Out to Zediker with 25 seconds remaining, and I believe the shot clock is about 1 second difference, Mike.
Yes, they're going to play for the last shot.
15 on the shot clock, 16 on the game clock. Here's Trenton. Bruins are going to get set for the final 10 seconds. 5 on the shot clock and a back door foul. Burridge tried to block the shot by Ellie Muller, and she's going to commit the block shot, or commit the foul, and on Burridge, that'll be her third. Coach Rucker may want to get a hold of Devine because she was awful close to getting a technical foul, and Ellie Muller to the line.
Yeah, the referee did a nice job of refereeing there. She was not happy, and he did a nice job by just calming her down and not letting her get something that she didn't need to have. And he's still talking to her about it right now. So
Muller with 14 points. Our officials, congratulations to them. And we've seen them a few times this year. Travis Carroll, William Dotson, and Chris Thomas, our 3-man officiating crew. Congratulations to them for qualifying for the state tournament. Second free throw good by Muller.
Yeah, those 3 guys have been around for a while because I remember them back when I was coaching still.
Ellie Muller with 15 points, and a 3-pointer at the horn is good. So Davenport North with the 3 cuts the score to 43-25. Dowling with the lead going into the fourth quarter. Alongside Mike Burkert, I'm Mark Amadale. We'll return with the fourth quarter here at the Girls State Basketball Tournament, Class 5A. Dowling leading 43-25 over Davenport North. We'll be back in 1 minute here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Support for programming funded by Blessman International. We bring the good news of the gospel to South African children and their families through faith formation and locally sustainable programs. As the Fellowship of Christian Athletes location for all South Africa, our Sports for Christ complex provides student access to friendly competition where discipline and dedication are developed. Learn how you can support programs like Sports for Christ or experience the hands-on engagement of a mission trip at blessmaninternational.org.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Skeffington's Formal Wear, in business since 1951, with locations in Des Moines, West Des Moines, Coralville, and Ankeny. Skeffington's Formal Wear, fitting you for life celebrations. Online at skeffingtons.com.
Now that the on-air portion of the spring fundraiser has ended, we want to thank you for your tremendous response to our appeal. Your support means Iowa Catholic Radio will continue to connect listeners to Christ as we seek to reclaim the culture. We're still short of our goal, and matching dollars are still available. Donate now at iowacatholicradio.com. And again, thank you for supporting Iowa Catholic Radio.
All right, we're back here at Wells Fargo Arena, downtown Des Moines, underway here in the fourth quarter. Dowling girls leading 43-25. And we have Olivia Meredith in the lineup for the Maroons, 5'8" junior, wearing number 31 for the first time. And here's a shot in the lane. It's no good by McMath, Sierra McMath. Dowling the other way, and Tritton gets loose along the right side of the baseline and shoots and scores. Layla Tritton with her 9th point of the afternoon, and Dowling has extended its lead to 20, 45-25. The winner will meet the winner of the second game this afternoon between Waukee Northwest and Cedar Rapids Prairie. Waukee Northwest a 3 seed and Prairie a 6 seed. Here's a steal by Dowling, and Ellie Muller with the layup. It's with the left hand, it's no good, and the ball slapped out of bounds. They say it went off Dowling. It'll be Davenport North basketball, and we haven't got the third quarter stats as of yet, but we're going to get close here.
Yeah, the thing that kind of sticks out without the numbers is that, Dowling outscored them 16-10 in the third quarter, and Davenport North only scored on 4 out of 15 possessions in that quarter. And it's tough to come back, from a 12-point deficit if you struggle on your each possession down the floor.
Well, Dowling has outscored Davenport North each quarter now. Here is a shot in the lane, no good by Houston of Davenport North. Rebound Ellie Olson and Dowling in the front court. Katie Muller with it. Dribbles down the left side of the lane. Shot to left hand too strong. Ellie Olson, offensive rebound, kicks it out to Tritton for three. Good! Offensive rebound has been a killer for Davenport North. They have not blocked the Maroons out, and Dowling has gotten second chances, and that time it was Tritton with her 12th point. 48-25. And then Burridge gets loose, and she shoots and scores for Davenport North. We have her for 7 points, 48-27, Dowling. His largest lead this afternoon has been 23 points here in the second half, and now a steal by Davenport North. The other way we go, all the way down. Burridge with a layup. It's good with the left hand. Divine Burridge. Bad ankle and all. And she has 9 points. 48-29, Dowling by 19. 5:45 to go. Macy Harnden in the lineup. So it's Harnden, Olson, Meredith, Tritton, and Katie Muller. Ellie Muller and Zediker on the bench. Corner three up and good. Gets the roll. Rolls spit out of the rim and falls in. Tritton has her shot down this afternoon. She's got 15 points with that third three of the night. Or the afternoon, I should say.
Yeah, in the third quarter, Dowling through 3 quarters was 17 out of 36 for 47.2%. And Davenport North was 10 out of 39 for 25.6%. Points in the paint, Dowling outscored them 22-8 in the paint.
Zediker and Ellie Muller back in, and now a whistle and a foul as McMath a shot over Ellie Muller, and they say they got her with the body. So Muller will pick up her first foul of the afternoon, and free throws coming with 5:22 to go in the fourth quarter. And Dowling leading 51-29. Burridge, or check that, Houston at the line. First free throw no good. Journey has 10 points. On the afternoon. Second free throw no good. Rebound down. Check that. She has 6 points this afternoon. Missed them both. Rebound comes out to Dowling, and the Maroons underneath. Zediker gets loose. And boy, they got the ball down court quickly. 15 points for Ava Zediker. And now both teams trading baskets. Druckmeyer with her 8th point. Dowling 53. Davenport North 31. Under 5 minutes to play. Here's Katie Muller with it. Right side, the pass goes to Zediker. Back to Katie Muller with 15 on the shot clock. Zediker underneath the left hand. Layup no good. Rebound Journey Houston and Davenport North. Again, the winner of this game will play at 11:45 Thursday morning against the winner of the next game between Cedar Rapids Prairie and Waukee Northwest.
I was researching here real quick. Through 3 quarters, Ellie Muller had 16 rebounds, and the single game high record for state tournament's 24.
Is it really?
Yeah.
So she's knocking on the door. I don't think she's going to be playing the whole quarter here.
Yep.
All right, Tritton with it is Dowling with the ball. Right corner three, it's no good. Rebound Burridge and Davenport North. Outlet pass goes to Dreckmeyer. Back to Burridge. Burridge step back three over Muller. It's no good. Rebound Dowling and Zediker as we approach the 4-minute mark. Maroons lead at 53-31. Mark Amadale alongside Mike Burkert. And a whistle and a foul before the shot, says Travis Carroll. And a blocking foul on Divine Burridge. That'll be her 4th foul.
Point of reference, 17 gets her in the record book.
17.
That's the bottom of the numbers.
Okay. Well, she's knocking on the door here. Zediker for 3 on the inbounds pass. Good. Ava Zediker knocks down a 3. She's got 18 points unofficially this afternoon. That is her first 3 of the afternoon. Scoreboard concludes. The Maroons have 3 players in double figures. And now underneath, Houston's shot is no good. Rebound Dowling and Zediker. Or it is Muller. She may have just gotten it there.
I got the 17th one right there.
Now Zediker pull-up jumper, rolls off the rim, no good. Rebound Burridge. Devine all the way down, and her shot up and no good. Rebound, Moeller. Ellie with that has to be a record right there. 18.
It gets her higher up on the list now.
Okay, now the 24, shooting for 24. Three-pointer good by Tritton. They leave her alone. She'll make them pay. Layla Tritton with her fourth made three, and I have her for 18 points. Timeout on the court. So Tritton and Zedeker with 18 points each, 15 points for Ellie Moeller. The three in double figures. This is a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here with 3:09 to go in the fourth quarter. Dowling 59, Davenport North 31. Mark Amadale alongside Mike Burkert. And coach, it's been all Dowling, but Davenport North been knocking on the door. When you have two Division I players at start, you're not going to be too far behind. But the Maroons have overall found a way to reduce their turnovers, which was happening in the first part of the third quarter.
Yeah, the sort of, if you want to call it the big three. You got there's four. They've got almost four people in double figures, so their four scorers have come to play today. And when they both all get in double figures, they're a really difficult team to defend.
Katie Muller had 8 points at halftime and has not scored, so her next basket will put her in double figures. Out of the timeout, 3 minutes to play. Divine Burridge with it, working against Olivia Meredith, who's in there for Dowling. Outlet to Houston. Journey in the lane, shot up and good. Nice move by Journey Houston. Gets the basket, and that is her 8th point, I believe.
And it was Ellie's 2 threes early on there that made a big difference, that kind of started to stretch the game out a little bit.
So with 2.5 minutes remaining, Dowling has kept both Division I players in single digits for Davenport North. Here's Harnden's pass to Meredith, and her shot from the left side up, no good, gets her own rebound, but it's taken away from her by Burridge. Devine on the rebound, goes coast to coast. Out in the corner for three, good, and that is Journey Houston right in front of us. 11 points now for Houston, so much for single digits for the two leading scorers for Davenport North.
I think the coach wanted them to pick them up full court after the basket, and everybody went back right to the lane. So.
Yep. And you hear Mr. Fitzpatrick, Tim Fitzpatrick, the PA announcer here at Wells Fargo, saying 2 minutes remaining. And Dowling with the ball, and there's Katie Muller. She's in double figures. She becomes the fourth Maroon in double figures. She gets the basket, and she is fouled. Fouls on Maya Arnold. And we're going to have wholesale substitutions, so get your two deeps out here. Complete rosters. Everybody's being subbed out. Line change like hockey. Minute 56 remaining. Dowling 61. Davenport North 36. The Maroons will wait for the winner between of Waukee Northwest and Cedar Rapids Prairie coming up. Right after this contest, we'll be involved with our post-game show immediately following this contest. We hope to get whoever they don't take into the media room, we might get a player or assistant coach. And the free throw good by Muller. So 11 points now for Katie Muller.
Conventional three-point play there.
Yeah, we haven't said that a whole lot.
No.
All right. With the basketball is Davenport North. Got a lot of reserves in, and now a steal by Dowling's Clendenin, and she stepped on the baseline as she received the ball.
Yeah, you never like to see games that the spread is such, but it's nice that the kids that have practiced all year, worked really hard, get an opportunity to play on the big floor down at Wells Fargo.
Absolutely. Zion Howell in, number 13 for Davenport North, along with Julissa Walker. And also in there, number 24, Emma Roth. And number 15, Monique Nilsson. And throwing the ball in was Brooklyn Miller. And underneath, the layup good. That's Zion Howell, 5'11 freshman. Coach Rucker will have this team back down here from Davenport North. He's been here twice. Or he's been here quite a few times here in the last few years. Dowling with the ball. They work underneath. Beautiful pass underneath to Maddie Rice. Her layup is no good. And now she's fouled on the putback. And we'll get the Dowling gals in there as they'll initiate this foul. I got Emma Roth for the foul. Free throws coming for Maddie Rice.
Yeah, she did some things there to fill up the stat sheet. Missed shot, offensive rebound. Now she's going to shoot free throws.
Sophia Anthony Bodie, number 41 in the Dowling lineup, along with Kate Clendenin, number 1. Number 3, Emerson Flattery. Clendenin and Flattery both freshmen. Rice makes both free throws. Nellie Johnson, number 35, a junior in the lineup for the Maroons. And missing one on the far side. Nope, got them all. So that's the 5 on the floor for Dowling. There's Julissa Walker. To Maria Jones, wearing number 33. Now back out to Dolores Obertantz. Now Dowling with the ball on the takeaway. Maroons in transition. Flattery gets in the corner to Nellie Johnson with 50 seconds remaining. 64-38 Dowling. Final 45 seconds of this contest. And now a corner 3 by Sophia Anthony Bodie is no good. Ball safe from going out of bounds, but stepping on the baseline was Maddie Rice. It'll be Dowling Davenport North basketball here with 35 seconds remaining. So Mike Burkert, Thursday morning, 11:45 will be the Maroons' next game, and they'll
play the winner of Waukee Northwest. And
11:45. I got to make sure they're. So there's a 10 o'clock game, and that'll be Johnston and Ankeny Centennial for the 3rd time this year.
That's right.
2 CIML teams. There's 4 CIML teams that made it. 3 are going to advance, and the 4th one plays right after us, and they'll be during the postgame show. We'll give you an update when we can. There's a little underhand scoop shot, no good by Davenport North, and a follow-up shot is up and no good. Rebound, Emerson Flattery, the Dowling freshman, wearing number 3 in the front court. Now over to Sophia Anthony Bodie. To Clendenin in the corner. It goes to Flattery, dribbles baseline, back to Clendenin. And now to Nellie Johnson, and they won't count the shot as the game is ended and the Maroons are a winner. 64-38. Dowling defeats Davenport North in a game that they controlled for the most part. Maroons led at halftime, 27-15. They outscored the Wildcats 16-10 in the 3rd quarter and win it 64-38. Mike Burkert, isn't it nice to get prepared for Game 2 at the Girls State Basketball Tournament? You were alongside Bob and Sharon Hansen. We had Bob on at halftime talking about some of that, but preparing. Now what happens? Game over, meet the media. All good things are written and reported, but now behind the scenes, you're getting ready for Thursday morning at a 11:45, Dowling against either Cedar Rapids Prairie or a 3rd meeting with Waukee Northwest.
Yeah. My guess is not too dissimilar to what it would be in the past. That the coaches are going to go back and review film of the next opponent, finish up the scouting report. I think we talked with Joel Danner last time, and he had a scouting report almost done on everybody in the state tournament that could play it.
He's that far ahead, that is true.
Yeah, so he's probably going to tweak that. They'll kind of maybe do a little shallow dive into how they played today, the things that they can clean up a little bit, and then just get themselves some rest and prepare for Thursday morning.
And now back to practice for the Dowling girls. Obviously, for teams that won today, they got to practice Tuesday, Wednesday to play Thursday morning in the semifinals. Practicing on their home court, or are they going to find the larger court like the Knapp Center where Dowling was practicing the other day?
Good point. Yeah, we used to always go to Grandview.
Oh, okay. I forgot about that. Yep. Long court.
The time when Bob and Sharon and John were coaching, we had an arrangement with them. If you remember, my memory, Lou Gosenich Sr. was our in there when he was the AD.
Yep.
And we'd go over there and practice, and that was always interesting because we ran full court drills. It was a little bit different on the distance part for some of the girls to do that.
It was.
But
it gets them used to a court this size, a 94-foot basketball court being played on during.
But if they did Drake, that's probably the better of the two when you get to the big picture, because the background there's seating behind it.
Sure.
Versus a wall, so it gives you a little bit help on the depth perception a little bit there. So they'll have a fun. I mean, they'll enjoy this one, celebrate this one, and then get back to work tomorrow.
All right, we're going to take a 2-minute break. We appreciate Aiden Pugh back at the Iowa Catholic Radio Studios as we preempted program to give you girls state basketball coverage. We're going to try to be off the air by 3 o'clock, Aiden, so we'll do our best to be off the air by 3 o'clock. It's 2:44 right now here in Central Iowa. Again, the final, Dowling girls improved their record to 21-3 with the win over Davenport North. 64-38 the final in their first round of the girls state basketball tournament. Davenport North closes out their year with a record of 19-5. Alongside Mike Burkert, I'm Mark Amadale. Taking a 2-minute break, we'll return with game statistics and more from Wells Fargo Arena here in downtown Des Moines along the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Skeffington's Formal Wear, in business since 1951, with locations in Des Moines, West Des Moines, Coralville, and Ankeny. Skeffington's Formal Wear, fitting you for life celebrations. Online at skeffingtons.com.
Building a relationship with a primary care doctor is one of the easiest ways to stay healthy. Schedule your annual checkup with a Mercy One doctor so you're ready for what life brings next. Find care at mercyone.org/healthpowerslife.
Fast Signs is a custom sign and visual solutions company with an extensive selection of digital signage, interior and exterior signs, banners, and vehicle wraps. Learn more at fastsigns.com. Thank you, Fast Signs in Clive, for your support of Iowa Catholic Radio.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Bozen the Florist. Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, weddings, whatever the message, say more with Bozen. Bozen.com. 515-244-ROSE. Bozen makes the moment mean more. Support for programming is provided by Construction Professionals, serving customers through a proven process, creating unique design, functionality, and artistic beauty. Construction Professionals is a Catholic family business built on a strong foundation. cpcustomhomes.com.
After 18 years of working with them, I've met countless teenagers who walk through life like wounded puppies. Guys dying for someone to tell them they matter, and girls waiting for someone to build them up and tell them they're beautiful. My goal is to tell my little girls, "You're beautiful," so many times that when a guy says, "Baby, you're beautiful," they say, "I know, my dad's been saying that since I was 2. But ultimately, there's a sense of inner beauty and worth that their dad can't even give them. They have to find it for themselves. They have to find it in God. And as they do, they become men and women who have an inner strength, inner beauty, and sense of who they are that doesn't depend on any worldly affirmation. They become men and women who walk through life like royalty. And nothing is more beautiful than that. Where do you get your sense of beauty and worth from? This is Chris Stefanik from reallifecatholic.com.
Welcome back to Wells Fargo Arena here in downtown Des Moines. Final in our Class 5A quarterfinal round basketball contest and girls state tournament. Dowling 64, Davenport North 38. Alongside Mike Burkert, Mark Amadale. Welcome to the post-game show as we preempt programming this afternoon. Well, hopefully we'll get off the air right before 3 o'clock. We have to wait maybe a coach and a player or two. We're not sure, but we'll be keeping an eye on the clock. And our thanks to August and, of course, Aiden back at the Iowa Catholic Radio Studios, who are keeping us on the air as our studio producers. And it was all Dowling. The Maroons got out to a 27-15 lead in the first half at halftime, Mike. And the Maroons just kept rolling in the second half, outscoring Davenport North, 37-23 in the second half. Very convincing win as the Maroons move on to play in the second round, the semifinals on Thursday.
Yeah, Dowling played a pretty complete game. They limited their turnovers. I think they had them for 8 turnovers for the game, which was important that we talked about. They shot the ball well. They were 24-51, 47%, and they were 10 of 24, which is also 41%. From the three-point range. The free throw shooting, they might have to clean up a little bit. They were 6 out of 13 there.
Saw that.
So looks like we're gonna get Coach Faber and Ellie Olson walk in this direction.
We'll have to bring another chair over there, but we'll do that as we will go through that. Go ahead.
Sure. One point of note, they have Ellie Muller for 20 rebounds, which puts her the 4th best all-time single game in the state championship tournament.
Wow, well that's what an accomplishment for her, and congratulations to her on that. As Coach Faber, and who'd you say the other one was?
Ellie Olsen.
Oh, who would have guessed?
I saw him coming out of the tunnel there.
I figured you did. Let's go down the scoring for this contest. First of all, for Davenport North, they conclude their year with a record of 19-5. They were led in scoring by 2 players in double figures, Elena Dreckmeyer with 11 points and Journey Houston with 11 points. 9 points for Divine Burridge, 5 points for Demia Clark, and 2 points for Maya Arnold. The Wildcats went 0 for 4 at the free throw line in the game. For Dowling Catholic, the Maroons had a pair of players with 18 points. Ava Zedeker and Layla Tritton with 18 points each, followed by Ellie Muller with 15 points, 11 points for Katie Muller. And then off the bench, Maddie Rice with 2 points. As Mike mentioned, Dowling 6 of 13 from the free throw line. And you got okay. Now they have this down better than I do.
They did. They're prepared.
Yeah, well, they have to be.
They had the media training ahead of time.
So when we get here in the post-game show, Mike, and you've been part of this before, we usually get a Donahue. They take the head coach and 3 players of media requests to go in the locker room. We get the rest. We have an Audrey Faber, and we have my gal, Ole.
From experience, I'm going to tell you, I was out here doing this. Not the rest. This is the best.
Right.
The best.
Yeah. Right.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's right.
Perfect. Thank you both for coming out.
Of course.
And enduring the pregame festivities that they threw me in. We had a late start with our program tonight, Coach Faber, this afternoon. This afternoon.
Right.
And,
You were at center court.
I don't know
How
why.
did it feel?
I haven't been out center court since 1976, and we celebrated a championship around here. So
I was waiting for the lights to go down and the spotlight to come on. But
we told them to do that. They didn't listen.
That's too much glare. Ole, you know anything about that? They were not jumping on. They were not converging on me, Willie. I didn't mean to interrupt the beginning of the game.
No, you're good.
Okay.
We chose you.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I didn't know how that worked.
No, we chose you.
I want to see the ballots. I work in elections. I want to see.
Yeah,
I got to see this. There's something going on.
They destroyed them right after.
Of course.
The white smoke came out.
Dowling girls advanced 64-38. Post-game show. We're visiting with assistant coach, and we appreciate her being out here, Audrey Faber and Ellie Olsen, a senior. Ole, before we get going, you haven't played your final game yet as a senior.
Not yet.
You got a couple more left at least.
Yeah,
play the winner of the game going on out here. You know one of these teams, right? So what'd you think about playing on the big court? Remember this place? You've been on it enough, 4 years? And you've been here every year, right?
Yeah, this morning we talked about how many games us seniors have played, and this was our 7th game on this court.
Wow.
So that's just something to take in consideration, the experience our team has.
Some schools don't even get here.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Now Fabe's on the other hand.
Yeah.
Coach Faber?
She won it here.
I got a couple spots that I can show you where she shot from.
Yeah.
But they got a new floor now, so you don't.
They do. I know. Yeah. That's their turn.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah.
Coach Faber, talk about the first half. Off to a pretty good start. It was back and forth. Only had 2 turnovers at halftime. I know things changed in the second half, but talk about that first half that you recall.
Yeah, we knew coming in, right, your first game here, there's a lot of emotion. So a big thing for us was just to stay settled, right? We knew they were going to make runs, but really focus on ourselves, settle down when we could, run our sets, and just execute. And like you said, only 2 turnovers. That's huge against a team that can get out and run. And then defensively, I think we just did our assignments. Obviously didn't make as many shots in the first half as we wanted, but, we saw that more in the second half. So, yeah, we were really proud of our first half and just how we settled into playing here.
Identifying their shooters, and they got 2 good ones, both going Division I. Divine Burridge, who had that high ankle sprain, and she could tell she was suffering from that.
Yeah.
That was her uncle that got the award for Davenport North with me, so I got to meet him. He said she's had that ankle injury, hasn't played in a while, and I could tell she was battling. But her and Journey Houston,
Right.
You had this gal here,
Yeah.
Oli, on one of them. I
we
forgot.
did.
I lost track, but there's got to be a reason behind that. The lockdown Oli here.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Oli gets one of our toughest assignments every night, so obviously she got it again today. So credit to her. She said, I think on the way out here, I just felt like Journey Houston was always moving, right?
Yeah.
So, she guarded a really good player, and like I said before, we just handled our defensive assignments and kind of made things tough for them. So credit to Oli and the others.
Yeah, I would agree. I think your defense is actually what was the major portion of this. I mean, sure, we hit some shots, but I think the defense, you took them out of their game.
Yeah.
Because if you guys probably looked at film, we've looked at film, we looked at the scouting reports, is that if those guys can go off, they're tough to beat. And
Right.
you shut them down, and you didn't allow them to have a comfort level at all. They didn't look comfortable in any of their offensive sets. They were kind of, all of a sudden it was like boom to the basket.
Yep.
What do you expect? You played these two guys. Well, you played Waukee, but not the other. You expect a similar type of game from what you've done a little bit of ahead of Scout.
Yeah. I would say as for Northwest, obviously we played them twice. We played really good against them our second time at home. That was our senior night. And, I mean, I think it'll be kind of like the same, but, like, again, just doing every single person has to do their job, guard their person the right way, and I think we'll be good.
You're listening to the post-game show this afternoon here on the Iowa Catholic Radio Network. We got about 5 minutes before we got to sign off. So, Coach Faber, I know playing in this environment, got off to a nice lead. Talk about the beginning of the second half, because it was turnover, and Mike started writing a lot of stuff down in the third quarter, and that's never good. And your thoughts on getting out of that funk, because it had a lot to do with Davenport Central. They stepped up their defense.
Yep, they really did. They got some easy looks, right? Some runouts that obviously were just layups and easy looks, so that gave them a little bit of momentum. But I think with the group we have, we can settle really quick and kind of figure out those situations a little more than maybe we did a few years ago. We don't get as rattled, which is nice when you have the senior leadership that we do. So I think it was just getting back into our offense, getting back to what we talked about at halftime, trusting our offense, moving the ball so it wasn't sticking in one or two people's hands, so they were having to guard a full possession. And then we found shots and started knocking them down and just kind of started flowing from there.
Who has the official stats? What Oli get for offensive rebounds? Because she kept possessions alive. You did. Kept possessions alive.
I don't think I had too many. Only a couple.
You got a couple? So I had 5 rebounds, 2 offensive rebounds.
Oh my gosh, Ellie had 20 rebounds?
Yes, she did, and she's in the record book.
The 4th highest all-time single game for the state tournament.
Okay, I see you, Ellie. Yeah.
You weren't too far behind. You were 15 behind her, so you were getting there.
Almost. Very close.
She's got some height on you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, awesome. And are you ready for Thursday morning?
Yes.
11:45, is that right, Mike?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about practice next few days? At the Dowling gym, Coach Faber, or are you going to go somewhere else?
Based on the stats, some free throws, I think. Yeah, maybe some free throws.
Who's the free throw coach?
I'm not going to take credit for that one.
Who's the free throw coach? Spit it out, Oli.
I don't know if I want to call someone out. There's not really a specific
I don't think
coach.
so, no.
You just answered a question that I asked. I got an award, you know that? I can ask anything I want.
True.
But wait a minute, that sportsmanship now, that sportsmanship part.
I'm treading water,
They might question this now.
Well, thank you very much. Ladies, thank you for stopping by.
Of course.
Best of luck Thursday morning. If we can get dug out, allegedly, and all that.
Yeah.
But great way to finish your career, right, Fabes?
That's right.
Right here.
Right. This is where you want to end it.
Yes. I'm excited.
You should be. Everybody going to be in town for the next 2 games? So hopefully there was 2.
Hopefully, yeah.
Awesome. Get all the Olsen family here. Then we won't have any listeners. They're all here.
Yeah.
They'll have their little phone, earplugs.
That's 20 seconds behind every time. My wife tells me, you're 20 seconds behind the game. I said, I'm always behind the game. Ladies, thank you for joining us. Congratulations, and we'll see you Thursday morning.
Sounds great.
You bet.
Thank you.
Ellie Olsen and Audrey Faber join us here on the postgame show. We're going to take a final break and come back with final thoughts here at the Wells Fargo Arena in downtown Des Moines. The final, the Dowling girls advance to the semifinals on Thursday morning. Dowling 64, Davenport North 38. Back in 1 minute along the Iowa Catholic Radio Network on our postgame show.
Support for programming is provided by Construction Professionals, serving customers through a proven process, creating unique design, functionality, and artistic beauty. Construction Professionals is a Catholic family business built on a strong foundation. cpcustomhomes.com.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio comes from the Catholic Tuition Organization. Reduce or eliminate your Iowa income tax and instead give to the Catholic Tuition Organization and receive 75% Iowa tax credits. These tax credits are going fast, so reserve yours today and learn more about the Catholic Tuition Organization at ctoiowa.org. ctoiowa.org. The bottom line, it's for the kids and their futures.
Catholic Tuition Organization, a great investment in our kids.
Support for Iowa Catholic Radio is provided by Ashworth Vision Clinic. Complete eye exams, contact lenses, glasses, glaucoma testing, and urgent eye issues. 515-440-4610. ashworthvision.com.
All right, welcome back to Wells Fargo Arena in downtown Des Moines. We're at the top of the hour. It's the 3 o'clock hour, so we're going to change programming here real shortly, but we got to say goodbye from Wells Fargo. Mike Burkert, thanks for all you do, and thanks for coming over here to the other side of Wells Fargo. You've been sitting on the coaching side on the west end. Welcome to the east end and media row and radio row.
Yeah, thanks, Mark. Yeah, it looks similar, although a lot less stressful maybe.
I'm sure.
Except for I just got nailed with that basketball during the warm-ups here.
Yeah, you got to watch that. We've been known to get hit, and our equipment's been known to get knocked around because we are literally courtside. But, Mike, we'll talk to you Monday morning or Thursday morning. We appreciate you having you here Monday morning. We saw the first game with Johnson a winner. Congratulations to the Dragons. They won the first game. And then Ankeny Centennial held off Pleasant Valley in Game 2. So Game 1 on Thursday morning in the semifinals will be Ankeny Centennial taking on Johnston. And Johnston now with a 50-game winning streak. They haven't lost in a couple years.
Yeah, everything's following chalk so far. And if you look at it, both Dowling and Johnston dominated their two opponents. The number 4 seed and the number 5 seed, which generally should be your closest games, turned out to be a 4-point game at the end. So everything's kind of following the way it's outlined to be, at least.
The way it was seeded.
The way it was seeded. We'll put it that way.
That's right. That's a credit to Gary Ross, Jason Escler, and the girls' union that helped seed each class. So they've done a pretty good job with that. All right, my friend, we'll see you Thursday morning.
Sounds good. Thanks, Mark.
Mike Burkert, my broadcast partner. Thanks to him and everybody behind the scenes of Iowa Catholic Radio, and they include Aiden Pugh, who is our board operator, along with Augustus, who's there now. Thanks to them and all the folks back at Iowa Catholic Radio. They include Deacon Mark Campbell, Matt Wilkham, and all the folks that are behind the scenes with this broadcast. And our next broadcast will be this Thursday morning here at the Girls State Basketball Tournament. For Girls State Basketball, we'll be on the air right around 11:30 with tip-off 11:45. But tomorrow night, the Dowling boys are involved with postseason basketball. Joe Stacy and Bill Henkinius will have the call tomorrow night, 6:45 from Marion High School, or rather Linmar of Marion High School in Marion, Iowa. 6:45 pregame, 7 o'clock tip-off. It'll be Dowling involved with boys sub-state basketball taking on Linmar. The winner punches their ticket to the boys state basketball tournament next week. So tune in tomorrow night at 6:45 and tune in on Thursday morning at 11:30 for girls state basketball. So hope that covers it all. And for our sponsors, they include Ashworth Vision Clinic, Blessman International, Bows and the Florist, Construction Professionals, along with Catholic Tuition Organization, Fast Signs in Clive, Mercy One, and Skeffington's Forward. We appreciate them. For my broadcast partner, Mike Burkert, and for our studio producer, Aiden Pugh, and Augustus, this is Mark Amadale reminding you the final score this afternoon from Wells Fargo Arena in the Girls State Basketball Tournament. Dowling 64 and Davenport North 38. And we'll talk to you on Thursday morning. But don't forget, tomorrow night, 6:45, Joe Stacy and Bill Henkinius the call. Boys Sub-State Basketball. Until then, have a blessed afternoon along the Iowa Catholic Radio Network.
Iowa Catholic Radio is AM 1150, KWKY Des Moines, K233BT Des Moines, 88.5, KIHS, Adel, 89.3, KDVM Mason City, and 89.9, KCSL Spencer Spirit Lake. coverage of Dowling Catholic sports is underwritten by Ashworth Vision Clinic, Construction Professionals, Mercy One, Blessman International, the Catholic Tuition Organization, Fast Signs in Clive, Skeffington's Formal Wear, and Bosun the Florist. Please support the businesses that underwrite Iowa Catholic Radio. The preceding has been a Dowling Catholic Sports presentation on Iowa Catholic Radio.